Hey, what's up YouTube? Dan Whalen here, and today we're going to be talking about the thing your cigars live in, the humidor. Before we get started, could you please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel? It definitely helps me out. Please stay tuned for more videos. So here's your scenario. You're just now getting into smoking cigars and you have just a bunch of cigars just lying around, just getting dry, you know, just wrinkly and not good. And you're thinking, what do I do? How do I keep them moist? How do I, how do I keep them from getting old? Like this one. Oh my God. This is my prime example. This one's already cracking like crazy. You put it in a humidor. I'm going to go over today the most basic humidor you can get. I got this humidor specifically at the smoke shop around the corner from where I live. And here it is. Voila. Beautiful. It's tiny, compact, does exactly what I need it to do. So it has the humidifier little dial. This will tell you where your humidity level is. There's a little black mark over here. When the dial is in that marker, then you will know that the humidity in this box is perfect. This piece itself is the actual humidifier. Now, what you're going to want to do with this, if the humidor doesn't come with these two specific items, I wouldn't buy it. I'm going to tell you, I like the fact that without these two mechanisms, it's not a humidor, it's just a box. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to take this piece out. Most of the time these are magnetic, and you can pop this off just like that. And what you're going to want to do with this is inside of here there's grids or a little pad, and what you're going to want to do with that is you're going to want to get distilled water. This is from, I want to say Target. It was $1. It was $1. What you're going to want to do is go over the sink. You're going to take the distilled water. You're just going to pour a tiny little bit around it, and then just going to put it back in. Don't soak it. Whatever you do, do not soak it. You just want to pour a tiny bit about. If you want to shake it out first, that's fine. Just keep it a little bit moist. Moist is pretty much how you want these things to go. And then when you're done soaking it in the distilled water, you put it back in here. And then you have a place to put your cigars. So this is just your basic setup. They have some humidors that are the size of a refrigerator. If you go to a cigar shop, you'll see a humidor the size of a bedroom. That's where it's at. I would do anything for one of those. That's the future, right? Heck yeah. But it's definitely something. Most cigars you buy, they'll come in a wrapping. I'm going to tell you why it's important to keep these humid. One of them is just so they don't get wrinkly and cracked. If you look at this one is definitely cracked along the side. It's definitely pretty beat up. I'm not happy about that, but it is what it is. I don't see the point of smoking this one. It's just kind of there. But also, if they get dried out, you actually run the risk of getting what is called tobacco bugs or tobacco beetles. And the last thing you want to think about is when you're smoking a cigar, a little tiny beetle just walking around and doing its thing inside your cigar while you're puffing away. It's not going to live long because you're just going to burn it to hell. But I'd rather not take the chance of it entering my mouth or anything like that. So to me, it's very important to have a humidor. Like I said, I bought this one at my local cigar shop. This basic one right here, it was probably about 40-50 bucks. I don't really remember off the top of my hat, but that's still a reasonable price. It holds about 20 cigars, which if you're just starting out, that's pretty good. Eventually you're going to want to show off. You're going to want to get a bigger one. I have one over there. I'll show you in a later video. But, you know, all in all, if you are just starting, this is the cigar humidor that you would want. Now, most cigars come in a little packaging like this. You can tell it's wrapped in the plastic. I feel that the humidor works better when it's out of the wrapping. So when you buy the cigars, you want to take it out of the wrapping, you can put it in the humidor. Once you kind of set up the distilled water with the humidifier itself, once you get it up to the operating humid temperature that it needs to be, or the dial level of humid that it needs to be at, then they should be fine. You got to keep up with it though, because over time that will dry up and you're going to have to add more water to it. That's not something that's not a one-time thing. You probably should do it maybe once a week. That's probably as much as I would do it. Good enough for me. Distilled water, like I said, is very cheap. You can get it at Target. And like I said, it's just an easy to use thing. And honestly, it makes the cigars taste that much better. I'm hoping this video was helpful to you. Let me know in the comments what kind of humidor you have. Is it big? Is it small? Are you just starting out? Was this helpful at all to you? Let me know. Here it is set up in my humidor. All of them set up. Dial's where it needs to be. It's perfect. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like I said, go out and get yourself a humidor and keep smoking and stay good, YouTube.